What is going on, guys? This is your boy Willie Does Wrestling back at it again with a brand new stream. And with me, as always, it is Dylan from the Last Week in Wrestling podcast. Dylan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you? Happy Friday. Well, happy
Well,
Saturday.
happy Saturday.
Yeah, happy Saturday. Yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy couple of weeks. But yeah, man, how's everything going with you, buddy?
Oh, everything's been going pretty good. Smackdown happened last night,
Yep.
and I don't know. I thought it was
Same. I did too. I thought it was really good. We got another KO Sami Zayn moment at the end. We got another Charlotte Flair promo. Of course, the biggest, I guess, of the night is Ray and Dominic finally, finally getting that Mania match that we've been waiting for. So, no, I liked it as well. I thought it was a solid 4 out of 5 for me pay per view.
pay per
But
view.
uh, like I said, man, it's been a long week. TV show. So yeah, but
Yeah, for
absolutely no,
sure.
it's been great. It was a very good show, and definitely excited to see where this goes. Now we got 1 week left as of today. We are a week from Mania Night One, Stand and Deliver as well. So
It
it's
was
just
also confirmed that the first match in Mania Saturday is
all
John Cena
right.
versus Austin Theory.
Which I think is actually a very good starter, to be honest. I think that is probably a good way to showcase the legends, you know, excuse me, with John winning his first
Sixth.
undisputed or something. Yeah, sixth maybe. Maybe I'm wrong, and
It
it's
would be his
sixth.
sixth US title run, I think.
Right at a Hollywood Mania, so it's a history moment being recreated, which is always good. And then I think if they're gonna go with that type of plan, then definitely night two, start off with the Becky, Trish, and Lita against Bailey and Damage Control. Keep it the legend start off the night. That's fine. Get
Yeah.
them in and get them out, type of thing. But yeah, I think it's going to be an overall really, really, really good pay per view. It's starting to really turn to be a stronger card than how it's been kind of laying out these past month or two to few weeks and stuff. So
I think since we're heading towards a few days to WrestleMania, now that we're getting all these storylines that have been built since fucking what, September or something,
something like that.
final
Yeah,
finally like reach its final moments, I think now everyone's gonna start to be excited for WrestleMania. It's a shame it took that long, but everyone wanted long-term booking and you got it, so you don't have the right to complain.
exactly, exactly.
So anyways, we're going to get through all the segments, all the matches one by one
Hmm.
in chronological order, as we always do for these reviews. Before we get started, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, turn those post notifications on, and check out Dylan's channel Last Week in Wrestling. He does watch alongs over there. And then
Yep.
you get reviews over here. There you go. Um, are you ready to get started?
Oh, I am absolutely.
All right. Well, we kicked off with something Cody Rhodes
Something, something,
and
Cody
Cody Rhodes
Rhodes. I love it.
versus Ludwig Kaiser. Uh,
Ludwig. Yeah, man. Good match. I liked him and LA Knight a little bit more in the ring, but of course, this is just kind of Cody warming up for Roman, like we all know. Paul Heyman decided to make an appearance as well as
yep.
Solo. But I thought the match overall was really good. I would have given like a high rating, like I would give him an LA Knight because LA Knight and him's chemistry in the ring seemed to be a lot better than Ludwig and him. It's a different
Yeah.
type of wrestling, but that it was actually it was definitely a good match for sure.
Ludwig had
Uh,
some good moments.
he did. He did. Honestly, he really did. And not for nothing. I'm definitely excited to see him, of course, with Solo, which is what we found out later on after the match. With him and Paul. So yeah, and it was really funny. I don't know if you caught it, but I caught it when Paul threw the mic at Cody, and Cody caught that shit really cleanly, kind of like how Brock threw it to Roman, and Roman caught that shit really clean at SummerSlam. So
You wanna know
I
what I find funny?
sure.
When Cody said, "This man's gonna be an advocate again," and Paul
Mhm.
throws it like fucking Brock threw a microphone. I might be one of those fucking weird ass Twitter people. It's like, "See the coincidence?" But it's
No,
like,
yeah, no, I
it's a
saw it too.
coincidence.
I saw it too. I did too. No, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, man. No, it was. Paul Heyman's Paul Heyman, bud, and he really knows how to get a promo going. He really knows how to cut skin deep sometimes with his words, and getting under people's skin and shit. And but
Yeah.
Cody's one of those tougher ones, man. So it was it was very good. I do have to say, and the promo itself was very good, but the "You're not ready" chance was probably one of my favorite parts of that promo because even Cody smiled a little bit, gave a little smirk. So, but yeah, no, the Solo and Cody Rhodes match is gonna be fire. It's gonna be Monday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fire. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for that.
I cannot wait for Solo and Cody Rhodes, but the thing is, like, it's gonna be a DQ because you're gonna
Yeah,
want Cody to keep the momentum and Solo to keep being undefeated. Like Cody said, it was like, "Solo,
right,
you're undefeated, you're hungry," and all that. So it's like, I'll bet it would be a banger though. But I can definitely see Usos. I mean, getting in there, which could set up perfectly for a six-man tag on the final SmackDown. Like we said,
right,
Sammy, Kevin, Cody and Usos and Solo. I think that would be
right.
absolutely sick. And then, of course, we're gonna get a face to face with him and Roman on SmackDown as well.
Hmm.
So that would be pretty cool. Next, we had Charlotte Flair give a
Yes,
promo.
yes, my girl, my
The
match.
one,
This is
the
the
one
match that I'm so
takeaway.
excited for.
I have no idea why you're so excited for that match, but the one takeaway, and I kind of made fun about this on Twitter, was her name dropping like all the people that she allegedly respected. Because I think for the longest time, Charlotte Flair's been like name dropping people in her promos, and a lot of people were like, "Where's Sasha? Where's this? Where's that?" Hey, she name dropped Sasha in this one. So I said,
Yeah.
now everyone can shut up.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? She didn't mention the Bellas
Well,
or
she did.
Garcias. However, they did. Okay, all right. So then I just
Well, she
missed my
said
old.
Nikki and Brie, but she didn't say Bella. But I
Oh,
mean,
okay,
it's
okay. So
kind
she
of
did say Nikki and
she did
Brie.
say
Yeah, I mean
Nikki and
that's
Brie.
more than enough. But yeah, the women's revolution and everything was a big moment for her. I'm still disappointed, but in Dylan. Yeah, man. Hey, listen. Like I said, it's gonna be the closer. Mark my
It's
words.
not.
Uh, But I'm excited. Charlotte definitely her promo skills aren't always the best. It's not always the greatest. She definitely needs sometimes that assistance to bring those promos to a newer level with like Rhea or whoever she's really facing at the time. But I'm curious to see how this match is going to go. I definitely feel like Rhea will be the one victorious out of all of this. Of
Yeah.
course, being the new women's champion for SmackDown, her and Dom pretty much going over to SmackDown, which would be really good for the SmackDown brand, like we talked about numerous times. So, yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Yeah,
I just think that this feud is just not it. Besides the brawl, it's just not it. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I know. See, but like I'm looking at more like the bigger picture, more or less than because like Charlotte, like I said, she's not. Her promos aren't great. Her
No.
promos aren't wow. They're not, like even Evan last night was saying when we were doing the stream, he was like, it feels very generic when she does the woo and everything. Cause it's like she's just like woo, but it's not like a real like there's no oomph to it. There's just it
I
almost feels just like this, I gotta say it type of thing. And it's
gotta
just
say it
like
because I'm her daughter.
yeah, and it's just like you don't though. Like we would be okay if you did it almost. You know what I mean? Like if you kind of came up with your own catchphrase or whatnot that maybe had a resemblance of Ric Flair in there or Flair Dynasty or something, cool. But like you don't need to be like, oh, I need to continue the woo or whatever. And it's like, no, you don't. Like that's his thing. Let him come out at 157 years old and still trying to do the walk, trying to hit the elbow, trying to do the whole thing. Let him do that. That's more his thing. But
Yeah.
she's just she almost kind of reminds me a lot of how Roman and his promo work was very bad with the "believe me" or "believe that," and it's just like, it's almost cringeworthy, and it's like, Jesus, like, I enjoy seeing her. She's a great performer and everything. She's a talented wrestler. Don't get me wrong, but her promo skills are probably one of the weakest things about her as a superstar in WWE, and it sucks to say that, especially as a champion, because
Yeah.
those type of champions, you kind of need to have the promos be just as excellent as your in-ring ability. And if your in-ring ability is really great, 4 out of 5 at times, or even a 5 out of 5 at times, then and your promos are like a 2, and that's the highest you go. And it's just like, it kind of, how like kind of how like you feel, how everybody else in the chat even feels. Who's excited for this match? Why would you be excited for this match? It's just Rhea Ripley. It's
The
just
only
Charlotte.
thing the only thing that's exciting is getting to see Rhea Ripley as champion at the end of
And
this.
that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
And that's really the biggest draw for me to this match, because yeah, Flair Dynasty, great and all. Let's keep that whole keeping his legacy alive, et cetera, if that's what they're going for. But if not, then it's just very exciting to see this new generation get led by such a uh, talented and history making person like Rhea Ripley. First one in at Royal Rumble, last one out. She defeated everybody. She's going to be meaning, at WrestleMania, winning the belt, kind of rehashing her old feud with Charlotte and everything. So it's very good. I'm very excited to see her finally get that big push that she desperately needs at some point. I feel like the Judgment Day thing is kind of, it's either breaking or it's kind of getting a little stale, more or less. With them kind of being split on the two brands and everything.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was thinking because, like, they've been doing their own shit now. Like,
right,
where's
exactly,
Priest? What the
right,
fuck's Priest doing? Balor's got Edge, Dom's got Ray, Rhea's got Charlotte. So it's like they're
yeah,
not really all together anymore. But I'm fine
right,
with it. I like how
exactly,
the Judgment Day are getting 3 separate matches instead of a generic 6-man tag.
right,
But you
exactly.
know,
Yeah, to show off
yeah,
their ability.
for
Because
sure.
all of them together are talented superstars. Even Dominic now is becoming that wow factor, which is really
Yeah.
crazy to say that, because what, a year ago we were all on here going fuck him, because he was terrible in promos, he was terrible in the ring, he wasn't looking really good and strong and all this other stuff, and now it's like, wow, Dominic's gonna fight his father. Holy shit! Like this is really gonna happen. Like
He's gonna get a big
this
match
is
at WrestleMania.
yeah, this is a really big moment for him and going into WrestleMania. And it's just like, wow, I never would have expected Dominic to be that type of superstar with even all the training that he's had from like Rhea and Dame and Finn and everybody else in between. So it's nice. It's nice to see that. And going back to the point of, more or less Rhea's gonna, I feel, going to bring um a new feel to the women's locker room as
Oh, yeah.
WWE champion. I feel like she's going to be getting a lot of these newer women that aren't getting a lot of the push, maybe a bigger push finally to more TV time at least, and in the ring a little bit more and everything. And I hope we get something with Liv. I feel like that feud would be really, really well between the two of them. So no, a promo, two,
Yeah, that
two,
promo was just meh.
2 out of 5.
Didn't really
I'm
care
not
too
gonna lie
much.
to you, 2 out of 5. But
It's always a
but
skip. It's always a skip,
yeah,
and this is
yeah,
the
it
match you
sucks.
want as your main event. This is
Yes, I do.
the
Yes, I do. Because it's all for the reasons, like I said. I'm in so invested in this match because of Rhea Ripley, and the more I see Rhea get this goal, uh, get to her goal and be able to achieve it, and be what she's going to bring to the locker room, I feel is so main event worthy itself.
uh,
That should be the closer of the show.
co-main
But of
event.
course,
Co-main event
of course,
should
everyone
be.
wants a feel good moment.
Oh yeah,
And like I said in the group chat and everything too, not for nothing. Normally, how Manias go is the main event is the person that wins the Royal Rumble. We're getting it with Cody. We should get it with Rhea,
Do I
but
need to be one of those people saying, "Hey, the Undertaker didn't main event. Fucking Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus,
yeah. No, I know.
Nakamura didn't, Asuka didn't."
Yeah. No, I know. So
Wait.
we're probably gonna get Rhea second and Cody and Kevin and Sammy last, and that's fine. It is what it is. I'll bite the bullet. I'll come here on the next episode and be like, I didn't get what I want, but it is what it is. But
Man, our WrestleMania review, everyone's just gonna cook you being like, "Hey, see?
yeah, oh yeah,
See?"
no, I can't wait. I'm gonna be roasted. I'm gonna be roasted for that one, but I'm so excited for it. So, but no, man, no. Again, just wrapping up with Charlotte real quick, and then we'll move on.
Yeah,
Promos definitely need more work, but uh, definitely excited for the match to come for sure.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I just don't think it'll be the main event. Next,
Right.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus Rey Mysterio with Angie and Aaliyah in the crowd.
Mm,
Decent match.
yes.
And LA Knight with the win, thanks to
Finally.
ex-con Dom
Ex condom.
being at ringside and costing it. And good to see LA Knight win, but for reasons that we'll explain a little later, it's not like. Oh, did I
No,
freeze
go
or
ahead.
did you freeze?
No, you froze. You froze. I just was sitting here waiting for you to unfreeze.
Oh, my bad. Well, I'll
Oh, you're good. You're
continue.
good.
Oh, did you hear what I said?
Yes, yeah, you were waiting. We're going to talk more about why LA Knight actually won going forward and stuff.
Yeah, why his win tonight isn't really worth it because I don't think he'll really get a Mania match because Buddy's in the Andre Battle Royal. But we'll talk about the match
Yeah, I
first.
know.
Yeah,
So is Bobby.
so's Bobby. Fuck.
Bobby's in
Don't
the
get me
battle royal
started
too.
on that. I'll go off
Yeah.
later.
Well, listen, we'll go off.
We'll go off later. But after the match, of course, LA Knight won, and Dom goes over to his mom and his sister, starts fucking roasting him, roasting Ray, and oh fuck, all it
Finally,
took,
that's all I
all
gotta
it
say.
took was to
Yeah,
disrespect the mom. That was all it took.
we should have brought that woman there like 2, 3 Fridays ago, so we could have got this already. Seriously, my
Ray became
God.
one of those dads where it was like you could say what the fuck you want about me. As soon as you disrespect your mom,
Yeah,
kick your fucking ass.
yeah.
But oh, it was so good to finally see Ray kick Dom's ass. Even if it was
I
one punch and not a total beatdown, I'm fine with it.
right. I want Ray to come out at WrestleMania with the belt and whoop his son's ass that way. I really do. I really, really do. I want him to come out, put him over his knee, and beat him like he used to do, like a fucking father and son type of shit. Yeah, no, I
Oh
want
yeah.
the full beatdown. I do. I want the full beatdown. I feel like everybody wants the full beatdown. Michael Cole even might join in on the beatdown. To be honest, with
Oh,
everything he says
Michael
about
Cole is
Dominic.
probably celebrating.
Yeah, he's like, finally, he's gonna get his ass whooped.
Oh, it's so
So
nice. But yeah, WrestleMania match is confirmed, or official, I should say, between Ray and Dom. I thought they were gonna wait till the Hall of Fame, but I'm glad that they didn't.
yeah,
And
same. Don't ruin that moment for Ray.
yeah, no, have the Hall of Fame be just for Ray. And it looked like Ray
Yeah.
regretted it later. If you saw when he was going up the ramp and he was like this, like, what the fuck
Yeah,
did I
but
just
again
do?
though, it's like, what are you gonna I feel like we all have the same question. It's like eventually you're gonna have to say yes to him. And
Yeah,
it's either at WrestleMania or it's gonna be at a SummerSlam. Because it's like those two type of pay-per-views, Backlash you could do Money in the Bank, you could do, Crown Jewel, whatever. But WrestleMania is where everything and we've said it, I think, here on your thing, on your YouTube channel. Like, um, WrestleMania is that type of pay per view that all the stories kind of collide,
yeah,
and we finally get an ending. And then certain stories either progress or new stories become in development. And this is a perfect time for Ray with the Hall of Fame and everything to go, okay, let me retire. Let me get my Hall of Fame. Let's make a big stipulation for Mania. Maybe that's what we'll hear either Monday or Friday from them. You know, if not,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Let Ray continue on. Eventually, Ray's going to retire. When we don't really know at this point, we all kind of hope it's at Mania because the stipulation would be a really, really good stipulation, and it brings the match that's already at like a 4 to like a 10. You
Oh, yeah.
know, like it just succeeds the 5 out of 5s like immediately.
It would
So
raise the stakes amazingly.
for sure. And it's Hollywood. You know, Hollywood's where you kind of do all the craziness. So it's like it's literally like it's a perfect storm. So I think that well, I'm hoping more or less, I should say. I'm hoping more or less that come Monday, come Friday, they of course meet again because they eventually will. Dominic will be out Monday, or Dominic will come out Friday, or Ray will have a match Friday or whatever. And Dominic and him will have one more bout and talk about him retiring and possibly that being a retirement match. And I hope Dom wins.
Me
Dominic,
too.
as much as we would love Dominic at his ass beat, which will happen for sure. I think he's going to get the 619. He's going to get the whole thing. He's going to get the full luchador style beatdown, and that's great. That's what we all want to see. But I want Dom to get the win because for Dom's story going into now SmackDown with Rhea Ripley, I think will help him and his character out a lot more and bring a little bit more talented, not being pushed, kind of like what Rhea's trying to do with the women's division, in my opinion. Bring them up to the forefront, bring them more TV time, bring more good matches coming our way, see what other competitors have to offer in the ring and go from there. That's more or less what I feel Triple H, if I was Triple H, this is kind of how I would be thinking in the sense of, Dominic's red hot right now, Rhea's red hot, let them win, let them get that opportunity, seize the moment, let them now push the locker room a little bit now further than what the ladies and men have done
Yeah.
already previously. So that way we continue having great talent and kind of almost flush out a little bit of the old in with the new, kind of let the old kind of fade back almost into the John Cena S, Roman Reigns S type of feeling of, you win a while, win a lot, and then go do some movies, go hang out with your family, go do this, go do that, and kind of give them a break from doing 200 and something days a year and have instead of 2 months off, have like 4 months off. Roman's, thing is right now, I know we're not talking about it at the moment, but the thing is that if Roman does quote unquote lose on Sunday, next Sunday, against Cody, which we all are hoping for, that, we might not see him till SummerSlam is really the prediction of what, Roman's life cycle, at least for WWE, is after Mania, which I think is more than enough time.
I
He's
think
been
that's
doing this.
great.
Yeah, it's been 2 years for the guy. He's been rocking for 2 years. He's been on TV for 2 years. He's been at house shows for 2 years. Give him a break. Give him a nice little 5-month vacation. Him, the Usos, and Solo, Paul, they can all kind of figure out a story to come back to or whatnot, and let Roman seize the moment there. And Roman's going to be welcomed back with open arms. We're all going to welcome the tribal chief back and everything like that. So it's not like he's
Yeah,
going to be booed
definitely.
the moment he comes back or anything. But for Ray and Dominic, I feel like that would be probably the best way to end this story that we've been getting, which we've all been very happy for. So I don't know. I think that would be the easiest way to reconcile everything and just of course keep Dominic fresh and keep Dominic as that red hot up and coming talent for the locker room itself.
Yeah, 100%. I think Dom turns face after this. He has to.
Wow, really?
I think he has to. Like, imagine you beat your father at WrestleMania, and then you look down and you look at how hurt Ray is, and then he's like, "What the fuck did I just do?" Right? And then Ray, of course, retires. Maybe you get the big father son embrace at WrestleMania. Imagine that. Like, like your son apologizes when your career is over, you
Right.
know? Maybe a nice promo or something. I think that
Right.
would be a sick ass WrestleMania moment, and I think it would make the match excel a lot better. Is
Mm,
if, you know, Dom apologizes and is like, "Happy retirement, Dad." Nice
right.
little embrace. But anyways, we've talked about the Ray and Dominic situation for far too long. Um, let's get to the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. We'll have a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Andre Battle Royal because LA Knight, fucking Christ. So I have here all the people, well, the
Okay.
match graphic that they put on TV, all the people that are
Hmm.
going to be in it. Um,
Okay.
almost half the field are tag teams,
Yes.
which I think is bullshit.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
it's absolutely stupid. So you have all of Legado del Fantasma,
Yep.
Escobar, Wild, Del Toro. You got Maximum Male Models. You got the OC, well, Gallows and Anderson. You got Alexander and Benjamin. You got Los Lotharios. You got Shit Row. And you got Brawling Brutes. You got Ali. You got Boogs. You got Elias. You got Ziggler. You got Gargano. You got Woods. You got LA Knight. You got Bobby Lashley. You got Karrion Cross. You got Baron Corbin. You got Bronson Reed. And you have Madcap Moss.
Yeah. Dumb. Uh, Johnny Gargano shouldn't be in there with the next night being Stand and Deliver,
I think
in
that's
my
bullshit
opinion.
too. I think
And especially with them also fight having Sheamus and Drew facing Imperium come um
come
Friday.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, Friday before night one. You know, I look.
Will they
I get it.
coexist?
Yeah, I listen. It's it's so fucking dumb. I'll be honest. Like the these. Okay, I'm trying to see how I could describe this here quickly, but this is a very dumb idea with the risk of having somebody that's going to either mainline or bring some type of exciting element to your two nights of WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
You should not be putting Sheamus and Drew in a tag team match going up against Imperium. Now, I don't care that it's Imperium. That's not my issue. My issue is there is a possibility that these two men could get injured and cost themselves a match of a lifetime, whether they win or lose, at the grandest stage of them all.
I would have
And
said
on
have
top of
Brawling
that,
Brutes versus Imperium, like Butch and Holland
that
against
would be a
Imperium.
better match. That would be a better match. Like, you also got to realize they kind of can't just. A lot of these also the tag teams are going to be in that fatal 17 tag showcase thing that we're doing
It's
or
bullshit.
whatever as well. Yeah, like so you're telling me that we don't have enough single competitors to just throw instead of a 20-man battle royale, a 10-man battle royale. Like
You
I
the
don't like.
stupid thing is, like, these tag teams, like, I hate it when it's a Royal Rumble. This was my problem with this year's Royal Rumble and last year's as well,
Mhm.
where, there's a couple spots left, and then they replace it with tag teams. This year there was the Street Profits, there was, Alpha Academy, and all these pointless fucking teams, and it's like and with the Battle Royals as well, half of the field's tag teams. It's like you don't have enough singles guys. You
Yeah.
can't put a couple NXT guys in there that aren't on Stand and
Yeah,
Deliver. Like
Dolph's fine, Madcap's fine, Elias is fine, Phantasmo group is fine, Brawling Brute's cool.
Bronson
Put
Reed,
Imperium, yeah, Bronson Reed, cool. Uh, you know, I wouldn't put Gargano in there, especially with everything that I'm not a big fan. Unfortunately, I don't watch NXT on a weekly basis like I do AEW and
oh,
WWE
me
and stuff.
neither.
But I'm so excited for that Gargano Waller match that the possibility of Johnny hurting himself or just being too tired to wrestle and having that 5 out of 5 opportunity at Stand and Deliver to not only really just showcase, of course, his amazing ability, but also to showcase Waller's amazing ability at Stand and Deliver. This is their WrestleMania or whatnot for NXT. So Waller then eventually I think will be coming up to the main card or whatever. But
Yeah,
that's a
my
discussion
problem
for a different
is
day.
like like Gargano and Waller is like pretty much the main focus, the main
Yeah,
feud of Stand and Deliver because Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes are kind of like buddies.
right.
Um, so for Gargano to be on this fucking Andre Battle Royal, like, what's the point?
Dumb.
Because then you're gonna have
Yeah,
to
where's
go and wrestle
yeah?
Waller the next night.
Not even
And
12 hours later.
the thing is, and like Sean says here, LA Knight and Bobby Lashley deserve better. Bobby Lashley went from having this main program with Bray Wyatt, Bray
Right.
gets fucking injured or something, and then oh, Andre Battle Royal.
I mean, it could be a ploy to throw us off.
How
I
can it be
don't
a
think so.
ploy?
I don't listen. I know. I'm one of those people that maybe thinks that Bobby Lashley he shows up, Wyatt shows up.
Bray Wyatt
Dallas,
shows up.
Bo Dallas shows up. I know. Listen, I don't know how else to say. I mean, clearly we're all disappointed here. LA Knight deserves better. Bobby Lashley for shit sure deserves better. There was rumors that Bobby and LA Knight were going to go at each other at Mania
I
instead
wanted
because of
that.
Bray's injury. That would have been great. I also would have loved to have seen LA Knight and The Miz fight over hosting WrestleMania as an actual thing for WrestleMania. I think that would have been great. Bobby getting an opportunity of some sort at WrestleMania, whether it is a match, which we all would prefer because Bobby deserves this type of match given to him with all of that he's done. But even if it's him just helping bring back the Hurt Business with Carmelo Hayes and stuff, and attacking Brock Lesnar for Brock and Omos match. Bobby needs to be at WrestleMania in some type of capacity. I don't want him to be just thrown in there as like an afterthought, which we feel, or at least I feel, that could happen. Coming to Mania now a week away, so yeah, it's very dumb. I just hope that there's a reason for Bobby being in there next Friday. I don't think there really is a
Yeah.
reason. If I had to pick a winner from this, I would hope it's LA Knight.
If I were to pick a winner, I would say it's gonna be Bobby because they're gonna need someone to pose like this.
Right.
Best
That's
one's
a good one
Bobby.
too. Yeah, the two of them will have the best opportunities there. I don't think Gargano's gonna get it. I mean, hell, it'd be one hell of a fucking surprise. But yeah, LA Knight would be my thing because then he could go and like I said, with the hosting with the Miz, he goes, well, I'm the Andre the Giant Battle Royale winner. So I have more credentials over you to host WrestleMania, and he
I
hosts
earned my
night
spot.
two. Yeah, exactly. Like he earned his spot or whatnot, and have Miz and him fight over it at night one
That'd
for
actually be
night
pretty
two's
sick.
hosting.
Kick off
Yeah,
night
like
2 with
something.
that, yeah.
Yeah, something of that nature, and now starts LA Knight's winning streak, and now he's finally getting that push we've been waiting for that he deserves and stuff to a possible title opportunity, later down the road. But Bobby would be great too. He's a big boy. He's definitely strong as hell. And him, like you just said, posing like Andre the Giant right next to the statue. I mean, that's a photo moment that we all need on our cameras for sure.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
again, it is bullshit. I agree with Sean. I think they definitely deserve better. It definitely feels like creative's fault on this one and lack of containing their actual singles division and stuff. And yeah, I would have selected a lot more other people than fucking Bobby and LA Knight, Braun,
Yeah.
Bronson Reed, like you said. Dolph's fine. I'm cool with a lot of the other people on there. I wouldn't put anybody that's going to be fighting in Mania. That definitely wouldn't happen, in my opinion. You want them as healthy and I want them as ready to go as possible. A promo, whatever, cool, great, excellent, but nothing to where they're going to be in the ring, working out, possibly getting injured, trying to do a high risk maneuver and fucking costing themselves like a twisted ankle or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah,
Or
because
just
Cody
not
freaking busted his pec just working out. Like,
exactly. So,
it's fucking stupid.
yeah,
But, yeah, man, I don't fucking get it. But
I
anyway,
don't know
speaking
either.
of matches that don't deserve to happen, we got a qualifying match for the Women's WrestleMania Showcase.
Yeah, Natalia's in it, boys. The Natalia,
Natalia's in it with
classic
Shotzi.
Barbie. She's in it. She's ready to go. She's all geared up, I
It's
guess,
like
for
it's
Mania.
like Natalia's the fucking woman who you can find any woman to tag with.
Yeah,
Eh, so
it's sad.
she qualified with Shotzi she beat Lacey Evans, thank God she's not in it, and Xia Li to qualify.
Yeah,
So,
I
ah,
I got no words for that. I guess the only exciting part of that whole entire thing was Ronda coming back with Shayna. Uh,
I don't even think that's exciting.
yeah, I mean, it's a filler thing. It's a filler match. We're gonna get these shit ass matches going
Yeah,
into
and you wanna know
Mania.
what's stupid?
It sucks, man.
You
I don't
wanna know
know.
what's stupid? Liv and Raquel last week, they won to qualify, right?
Hmm.
What fuck, I just said it. Natalya and Shotzi qualified to win.
Right.
All Shayna and Ronda do, we're in. Okay. I said on Twitter, you could have just gave the fucking match to them. They're the winners. Doesn't matter who fucking wins Monday or Friday to fill out the last spot. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Uh, you know, eh, I can't wait to see who they choose.
I
To be
ca- I
honest.
can wait for this. Fuck this
Yeah.
match. This women's showcase and this men's
And you know what's
showcase is
really
doomed
funny
from the
about this?
get go. What?
You know what's really funny about this whole showcase idea thing is we have to watch the women get selected, but all the men have been decided for.
No, the men, yeah, just randomly.
They just all were decided. And I'm like, wait a second, why aren't we gonna watch some tag matches before Mania to see for the showcase? We just are getting them without even a
We just got
yeah. They're just
4
like, oh, we're
teams
gonna throw these
decided.
four in there.
Oh,
I'm like,
Street
what the
Profits, Strowman and Ricochet, Alpha Academy, and Viking Raiders. Fuck the Viking Raiders been doing. But,
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Mania
I don't know.
Showcase, I don't fucking get it.
Yeah,
If
I don't know
if
what the
honest
point of
if
this is.
if I'm being honest, I would have put the Andre the Giant Battle Royal at WrestleMania where it should have been and put the WrestleMania Showcase on fucking SmackDown. Fuck the
Yes.
Showcase. But yeah, and I'm not looking forward to seeing Ronda on my fucking TV screen at WrestleMania
Me
anyways.
neither.
Fuck that.
Me neither.
I would have gave it to 4 other women that deserved it.
Hmm.
Anyways, Intercontinental Championship contract signing after this with Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther. And Butch went fucking crazy.
Hmm.
Attacked
Yes, he did.
Gunther. Gunther fucking almost killed somebody with throwing a fucking table. Did you see that?
I love it. I love the three of them in the ring, man. All three of them are great. The best. I think the funniest part of that whole entire night was when Gunther came in and he got right in Adam Pearce's face and he's like, "You need to explain to me how this type of match came about." And Adam's like, "You did this. Like, I don't
Like,
know
it's
what
your
to tell
fucking
you, but
fault. We
yeah,
said it
it's
on
your
this
fault,
channel.
buddy.
It's your
Like,
fault. You got yourself involved.
yeah, like your goons decided to beat the two of them up. Who was going to be your deciding factor? So you get to face both of them now as a punishment, buddy. Like, what do you mean? Explain that you did this.
If
This is
anything,
your
it was the
fault.
2 referees' fault for fucking double pinning.
Yeah, exactly. Blame those two as
Blame
well.
those
Like,
2
what
fucking
the hell?
referees. But yeah,
Yeah.
after
Ah.
this, we got an impromptu match, Gunther and Butch. I've always wanted to see
Yes.
them go at it back from the
And we saw some
classic
Pete Dunne in there.
NXT day. Oh yeah, well, there's rumors that
Oh. Oh yeah.
Trips is gonna
Triple H
bring
wants
back
him.
the Pete Dunne name and maybe have
Yep.
him break out on his own. I can't fucking wait for that.
Same. I want him back so bad. So bad. But we saw glimpses of it last night too.
I
We
want
saw him when
Pete
he was doing
Dunne.
the chop.
Oh yeah, when he's doing the chop and the breaking the fingers. I want
Hmm.
Pete Dunne to go back to that chill Pete Dunne where he's just standing there and he's like, even if you keep him with the brawling brutes, just make him chill, not this fucking rabid animal now.
All
But
right.
and change his fucking name. I thought that that would be one of the first things Triple H ever did was to bring the Pete Dunne name back, but no, they kept
Yeah.
Butch for the longest time, and you know what? Fine. But good match.
Yeah.
Gunther with the dub, and
Hmm.
everyone started attacking everybody.
Yep.
And then what happens 10 minutes later? Next week on Friday Night Smackdown, will they coexist? Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus Vinci and Kaiser.
Just give us
Okay.
promos. That's my biggest thing about the week before, the 2 weeks before WrestleMania. Like, I don't know how you feel about this, and I definitely want to hear your opinion of this as well. But
Yeah.
for me, I almost would rather watch promos for 2 hours or 3 hours with possible brawls in between, hyping us up for the matches we want to see, than seeing filler matches that really don't do anything for us. I get it, we're on
Mm,
TV. I get it, we're on TV. I get it, everybody deserves a TV spot. There's a schedule, there's this, there's that. There's a whole bunch of factors into it. But at the same time, it's like when we see Cody do the promos with Roman or Solo or Paul, it's good. They're good. They're good. They're good promos, and it's like, oh wow, I'm even more excited for that match. Or when
yeah.
Ray and Dom, or when Charlotte only with her opponent does promos. I'm going to be very specific there with that. Or Gunther and Sheamus and Drew, or so on and so forth. And they bring us back in. Sometimes we kind of forget about them, or more or less, like, sometimes the matches that they try to do around the shows kind of draw us away from Mania, making us think, "God, Christ, is it going to be really shitty? Like, these matches are kind of shitty. These little filler things are not living up to the expectations. A lot of these women's matches aren't living up to our expectations, etc., etc." And then it's like, oh, wait a second, here's that promo that brought me in the last week. Now it's bringing me back in this week. And I feel
Yeah.
like that type of repetitive, I should say, promo after promo type of thing, I think would be good. Yeah, maybe, cut, of course, in between, put some other stuff in there, maybe other matches that are getting not so much hype. So, like, maybe have Seth have more singles matches leading up to the Logan Paul thing, have some tag team matches of certain of the competitors fighting others from Raw, something of that, mix the brands now for the next like 2, 3 weeks. So that way we kind of are getting hyped up to see what we're going to be seeing, stuff like that. Cause I feel like with what we've gotten leading into WrestleMania, at least these past 2 weeks, for me, has been good shows, good promos, they're very excited to see what we're going to be getting next. But then there's these matches that are just like, nah. Like, I didn't really care for the Asuka and Bianca match on Monday. I didn't really give a shit about the whole women's tag team match like we just talked about on
Yeah.
SmackDown. I didn't really care too much about the Logan Paul Seth Rollins promo that he did Monday. Like, it was cool, it was
Well,
exciting, of course,
I'll
but
I'll
it's
I'll I'll give my opinion since you wanted it.
yeah,
I like this formula where they're put in a match and then afterwards there's a brawl or a promo. So we're getting a mix of both. Like, you want promos and we get wrestling in between. Remember the build up to WrestleMania last year, that whole Friday was just promo packages that you would get on a 2-hour kickoff show.
that's
So
true.
it's like, I don't want to sit around with backstage segments and promos for 2 hours when you can get the people that you will see the day before
Right.
wrestle and or have a promo. Like, I don't know, but yes, you still do have that risk of injury, but I would book it so that way there's not high risk spots and not
Right, right,
bullshit. So
right.
honestly, I don't really care what they're doing right now. I think
Okay.
they're pretty effective, and I think the booking for every single one of these matches, besides Bianca, Asuka, and Charlotte and Rhea, and it's not for sexist reasons. Um, I just think it's and the WrestleMania showcases, but
There you go. Now, hey, now you really are. You know what I mean?
now
Now you
really,
got the
now
minute
really,
there.
no, I'm including a men's match too. But yeah, uh, and then the main event, the KO show, featuring Sami Zayn. Loved this.
Now, I don't know about you. I don't know how you read this or felt about it, but when Kevin was like, I see why you wanted your own entrance, why you wanted us to go out go out one at a time, because you wanted a pop, and like Sammy looked at him and was just like, "Are we gonna keep leaking backstage information to the public? Like, are we really gonna do that right now? Because like, is there anything else that you want to talk about before we start having our
I could
actual
only
thing?"
imagine backstage being like, "Hey, let's go out on my own so that way I can get a pop."
I mean, of course, yeah, Sammy's over. I mean, Sammy's over times two. So I get it. But I don't know. I just felt a little weird when they were talking
I
about
just like
that.
the I think just think it's friendly banter between them. I don't mind it.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe it's just me reading into the shit. But yeah, it was a good promo. Of course, the Usos had to attack because they got nothing
Yeah,
better else to do.
Usos.
Coming to WrestleMania,
The
only a week
WrestleZania
away. So
shirt though.
the WrestleZania shirt and the KO Mania shirt, I kind of need to pick up. I'm gonna see how long it would take to get here, because if they can come by WrestleMania, great, cool. I'm gonna have my team try to have them on for WrestleMania, because that's
Oh
the
yeah,
point of them. But if not, then of course my team has to be wearing some type of wrestling shit for the next like 3 nights that we're all going to be live and shit doing watch alongs and whatnot. But yeah, man, no, the t-shirts look great. If they're not on sale at WrestleMania, I got to get them when they're on sale, because it's a must. And
for sure.
yeah, no, it's I love Sammy, I love KO. There's not really much I could say that hasn't been said already about the two of them. I
Oh
just
yeah.
want the match to kick off already. The only thing I would like to see, if there's a possibility of it happening, a no disqualifications match, tag team
Oh,
match.
that
That
would
is the
be great.
only thing I think needs. I feel like there's other matches that if
I
we
want
were
it
gonna
to be a
do
tornado tag.
a
No
tornado tag
disqualification
would be really
tornado tag.
wild. A wild That would be wild too.
That would be
I
sick.
think that that type of stipulation would really elevate this even higher than it already is. We're all very excited to be seeing this undisputed tag team title match. So I cannot say that we're not, but yeah, I think maybe a crazy stipulation like a tornado or like a DQ, or hell, bring both in. I don't even care.
Oh yeah.
Hell, make it a tornado elimination tag match, and really have just like Sammy and Jay be the final two, and really let them go at it,
That would be
finally,
sick.
even if they
Yeah.
gotta cut a promo in the middle, be like, I didn't even want to fight you, and I have to for the bloodline, or some wild shit like that. Just let them, let it happen. I want the table spots. I want the blood. I want the graphic
Well, we
nature of
won't
it
get
all.
that. We won't get that.
Yeah, I know. We're not gonna get it. It's WWE, but still, I would love to see some wild Cactus Jack type of matchmaking if possible. But only one man can dream, right? Only one man
For
can
sure,
dream.
for sure. Well, that concludes our SmackDown review. I'll give
Hmm.
my thoughts first. Um, Pretty decent. There are a few things that I would change, but most of that is going to happen next week. So I think next week's review is going to be a lot more strict than this one.
Hmm.
When it comes to the actual matches, I liked Cody versus Ludwig. I like that it kicked off. I like the promos. Ray versus Dom definitely ducked up a few points, and a shirt that I want. I'm ending the show. I actually liked it. I would definitely give this at least a out of 5. I'll give it a 3.5 or a 4. I think it was definitely worth it.
Same. I give it a 4 out of 5. The promos for sure were really good. The lack of the tag team with the women and stuff is what it is.
Lame.
Yeah, very lame. The battle royale announcement, definitely could have skipped that shit. But all in all, I'm just very pumped for Mania. Like I think we all are, and yeah, man. No, I too give it the same rating. I feel the same exact way. So, uh, yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Awesome, awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna have to conclude the live. Uh, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe if you are new. Be sure to subscribe. He does watch alongs and podcasts and all that. Here, you'll get gaming. You'll get news, you'll get reviews, and everything in between. So be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and turn those post notifications on. And this has been your boy Willie Does Wrestling. That has been Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling. And we will see you in the next video. Be good, people.